Chad Ochocinco Johnson, wife, NFL career, lifestyle, and net worth. Hey, what's up YouTube fans? Today, we're diving into the electrifying career of Chad Johnson, famously known as Chad Ochocinco. Born on January 9, 1978, this former NFL superstar lit up the field for 11 unforgettable seasons. He currently works as an analyst on Inside the NFL. Ochocinco's journey kicked off in college with the Santa Monica Corsairs and the Oregon State Beavers, before the Cincinnati Bengals grabbed him in the second round of the 2001 draft. Sporting the iconic number 85, or Ochocinco in Spanish, he quickly became the Bengals' standout receiver for a decade. In a jaw-dropping 2011 trade, Johnson joined the New England Patriots and played in Super Bowl 46. The following year, a short-lived stint with the Miami Dolphins ended after a domestic violence arrest, but Ochocinco wasn't done yet. He took his talents to the Canadian Football League, playing for the Montreal Alouettes from 2014 to 2015, and even made a splash in 2017 with Mexico's Fundadores de Monterrey in the Liga de Fútbol Americano Professional. Chad Johnson's legacy is nothing short of legendary. He smashed nearly every Bengals receiving record, earned 6 Pro Bowl selections, and was named to 4 All-Pro teams. In 2011, CNBC crowned him the most influential athlete in social media. Celebrated as the top wide receiver on the Bengals' 40th anniversary team, Ochocinco is remembered as one of the NFL's most dynamic and charismatic players of the 2000s. He has a net worth of approximately $15 million. So, if you're a fan of epic football moments and larger-than-life personalities, smash that like button, subscribe, and let's dive into the legacy of Chad Ochocinco Johnson. Personal life. Johnson was born in Miami, Florida. He graduated from Miami Beach Senior High School. Johnson briefly attended Langston University. He did not play football at the school. Ochocinco's fans have been curious to learn more about his personal life, especially his fiancée Sharel Rosado. They connected through Instagram and went public with their romance in November 2020, captivating fans with affectionate declarations of love posts. He and his fiancée have a daughter who was born in January 2022. Chad proposed to Sharel in January 2023. Johnson has 6 children. His son, Chad Jr., is a wide receiver at Arizona State University. His cousin, Brandon Johnson, is a wide receiver for the Denver Broncos. In May 2007, Johnson was sued for allegedly not giving away a Lexus that was supposed to be raffled off. The suit added 2 plaintiffs who claimed that they had won trips from Johnson, one to Europe, the other to Hawaii, that Johnson never awarded. Johnson has interests in sports outside of football. In June 2007, he foot raced against a thoroughbred racehorse over a furlong, 220 yards/200 meters, for charity. Johnson, given a 110-yard, 100 meters head start, beat the horse by 12 lengths. He is a Napoli supporter. Johnson constantly shows his support for several soccer teams on his official Twitter account. In March 2015, Johnson garnered attention as he was involved in a tweeting exchange with the Buffalo Sabres of the NHL regarding the acquisition of Chad Johnson, the goaltender of the same name. Johnson is an avid player of the FIFA video game series, frequently referring to himself as FIFA King. He also frequently accepts challenges from fans on Twitter and even occasionally, when traveling, will go over to people's houses and play them. Professional Bull Riders event. In May, Ochocinco announced via his Twitter account that he would attempt to participate in a PBR event in Duluth, Georgia. He rode the Bull Deja Blue, which weighs 1,500 pounds, and lasted 1.5 seconds during the intermission of May 14, 2011's Professional Bull Riders event. Acting. In June 2011, Ochocinco filmed a cameo role as himself for the 2012 film American Reunion. Ochocinco also appeared as a former captain of the BMS Goats on the Season 3 premiere of the television show Blue Mountain State and as himself on the Season 2 premiere of the television show The League. He was also featured in the series The Game as himself. Processional career. The Cincinnati Bengals chose Johnson in the second round of the 2001 NFL Draft with the 36th overall pick. In Johnson's rookie year, he saw moderate playing time, catching 28 passes for 329 yards and 1 touchdown in the 2001 season. In the 2002 season, Johnson had 69 receptions for 1,166 receiving yards and 5 receiving touchdowns. In 2003, he set a Bengals franchise record by recording 1,355 receiving yards. In 2004, he caught 95 passes for 9 touchdowns and 1,274 yards, including 117 receiving yards in a 58-48 win against the Cleveland Browns. During the 2005 NFL season, Johnson announced that he would keep a checklist, titled Who Covered 85 in 05, that would evaluate the defensive backs who successfully managed to cover him. On July 28, 2011, the New England Patriots acquired Johnson in a trade with Cincinnati after he restructured a 3-year contract for $6.35 million. The Patriots traded 2 draft picks, a 5th-round pick in 2012 and a 6th-round pick in 2013. Johnson had statistically the least productive season of his career, catching 15 passes for 276 yards and 1 touchdown, all career lows. He was inactive for the AFC Championship game against the Baltimore Ravens after reportedly attending his father's funeral. Johnson played in his first Super Bowl, catching 1 pass for 21 yards. His 21-yard reception was the longest pass completion for the Patriots in that Super Bowl. The Patriots lost to the New York Giants 21-17 in Super Bowl 46. On June 7, 2012, Johnson was released by the Patriots. Johnson signed with the Miami Dolphins on June 11, 2012. On July 24, Johnson legally changed his last name from Ochocinco back to Johnson. The Dolphins released Johnson on August 12 following his arrest the previous night. The meeting in which head coach Joe Philbin notified Johnson of his release from the Dolphins was shown in the episode of HBO's Hard Knocks that originally aired on August 14. Johnson signed a 2-year deal with the Montreal Alouettes of the Canadian Football League on April 17, 2014. During the 2014 CFL season, Johnson appeared in only 5 regular season games, mostly due to nagging injuries. He missed 2 playoff games to address a personal family matter in Florida. In total, he accumulated 7 receptions for 151 yards and scored 1 touchdown. Johnson was suspended by the Alouettes after he failed to report for mandatory training camp in the spring of 2015. He remained suspended through the 2015 CFL season. Following the season, Johnson was not offered a new contract by the Alouettes and became a free agent on February 9, 2016. In March 2017, the Liga de Fútbol Americano Profesional de Mexico announced that Johnson would play 1 game for the Fundadores de Monterrey. On April 2, 2017, he caught 3 passes, including a 41-yard touchdown reception, to help Monterrey defeat the Dinos de Saltillo, 14-6. Post-playing career. In March 2016, Johnson tweeted to the Cleveland Browns head coach, who was also his former wide receivers coach with the Bengals, Hugh Jackson, to ask if he would let Johnson work with the receivers during training camp. In July 2016, Jackson agreed to have Johnson work as a guest instructor for the Browns. Jackson admitted that Johnson wants to try his hand at coaching. He is currently a panelist on the weekly highlight show Inside the NFL, a role he has held since the show first moved to the CW in 2023. He also co-hosts the podcast Nightcap alongside Shannon Sharp. Thank you for watching and kindly remember to subscribe to this channel for more exciting on NFL players.